Hi, buddy. This is Mr. Folly, and welcome to Podcast 2.2. We're going to learn about atomic history. Democritus, the first dude to come up with the idea of the atom. Dalton, first guy to give evidence. Thompson, here's little electrons, a little nucleus, a little where the electrons are, a little more where the electrons are, and the current model. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So, theories change over time. So this is important to know. Okay? We think we know everything, but we don't. It changes and changes and changes. Democritus had the idea of the atom, but he was called the laughing philosopher because he had no evidence. Okay? He said, see your hand? Wow, that's a... Okay, see your webbed foot? This would be saying your hand's not really your hand, it's a bunch of little balls. Why couldn't I draw a hand? Good enough, okay? Your hand's not really your hand, it's a bunch of little balls. And we know this is true, but if you look at it, I don't know that we really believe it in our soul. Dalton had his postulates, so the next guy. So the first guy was Democritus, okay? Democritus, old dude, okay? Ancient Greek, ancient. He said, our hand's not really our hand, it's made of little balls. And he didn't have any evidence, and people didn't believe him. Dalton was the first one to give evidence. His postulates had evidence. Evidence. By the way, you're going to do a lot of the writing that I write, not just the stuff on here. Dalton's model was missing most of our common knowledge of protons, neutrons, and electrons. His postulates were atoms are indestructible. Atoms of the same element are identical. Compounds are a combination of atoms. And atoms are rearranged in chemical reactions. Okay? So this is what Dalton said, and he thought that atoms were, boink, spheres, perfect spheres. Dalton's model was missing protons, neutrons, electrons, nucleus, and clouds of electrons, which is what's right today, clouds of electrons. Thompson was the next guy. So Thompson took a sample of everything and shot electricity into it, and out shot a mysterious beam of light. Now, if you put a positive charge here, this mysterious beam of light curved towards it. So if anything, or everything, anything I put here, and I shoot electricity through it, I get a beam of charged light. This meant all atoms have a negative part. Okay? And that negative part is called an electron. This is going to have to break into two parts, and I apologize for that, but my computer is crashing, so I'll have to produce this one, and there's a part B coming up. So stay tuned for part B. How exciting. Toodles.